and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answer to human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2.5-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers. And you can transform your life right now on VCMG in South Florida. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2.5 hours, listen and call in toll-free 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. There's a light right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation. And we're welcoming your phone calls at 866-972-7247. So glad to be connected with all of you right here all across the nation. And we missed you last week. No, we weren't here. But we're back. And tonight, we're going to talk about something that began as a conversation in an email. Because I get asked this question every day. And depending on where you are in your life, this question has more weight than others. When I talk to the 20-year-old says, I want to know my purpose. I want to live my life. I want to accomplish, and they list all the things that they want. When I talk to the 30-year-old, they begin to tell me how they may have taken the wrong college course or the wrong career path, and now they feel like they have to catch up, and they're not where they thought they should be at the age of 30. When I talk to the 40-year-old, the 40-year-old says, I've been through so much already, and I don't know where to go from here. I'm feeling stuck and stagnant, and I'm starting to realize that I'm getting older and I have so much more to do. What is my purpose? I talk to the 50-year-old, and the 50-year-old says to me, I've had a lot of life experiences, and I've come to realize that at this age, I've done nothing for myself. I've been concerned with everybody else in my family circle, my friend circle, proving myself in my career. I'm tired, and I need direction. When I talk to the 60-year-old, the 60-year-old says, life's thrown me a curveball. The marriage that I thought I would have at this age is no more. My children aren't speaking to each other. And I don't know that I ever really got to fulfill my purpose. And then they list all of their accomplishments. And then they pause and say, I think it's too late to even begin that. And then I talk to my 70-year-old. And my 70-year-old says to me, well, I've done many things, but I can feel that the time between now and the end of my life is so much shorter than I ever imagined. But I still am looking for purpose. And I feel like there's something else that I need to do. There's something more. And I would hate to leave this earth and not fulfill my destiny. And when I talk to the 80-year-old, they say to me, I've had a life well lived. I've had my ups and downs. And some will say, I never found my purpose. And others will say, I'm so glad I got to contribute, whatever their contribution was, to the world. And then we laugh, and we think of all the things that they've accomplished, and we applaud each and every one of them. And then we look forward, and they say, I'm not sure how much more time I have left, but I think I still have some more spunk in me. I'd like to see what else I can do and learn to connect with my angels and my guides, because I want to be right with God when I leave. You see, I imagine all of us would like to be right with God. Could you imagine if there's a scorecard when we get up there, and that scorecard is telling us what we did right and what we didn't do right, what was the perfect way and the incorrect way? Well, that in itself will make us feel like we're going back to school. Like, oh my goodness, we didn't pass the test. But the interesting thing about purpose that I've learned in talking to so many people, the interesting thing that I've learned from the angels and the guides, and from my quiet time with God, is that purpose means something more and different to everyone. And many of us are looking for purpose outside of ourselves. Nothing having to do with the divine connection is outside of you. Everything outside of you is a distraction. Look over here. This is what's going on in the world. Oh, did you hear about this? This happened. Oh, there's a conspiracy that this is going on. Oh, the aliens are coming. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to give thought to. So much to make us feel uncomfortable. Never before have I had so many people sit across from me and just feel terrified at where the world is today. Well, I know God's in charge. So, regardless of what's going on, somehow there'll be a storyline that we can all weather through. We can all be a part of the joint purpose that all of our souls have agreed to be in with this story. Each one of us is in it, we're with it, and we're unfolding. We all decided where we would be at this moment. And so that's what we refer to as the collective conscious energy, this energy of all of us gathered together. And purpose. It's not about what you do. You see, are you going to tell me that the man who lived his life supporting his family, perhaps he came from a land far away, and he came in his younger years with his family, and then he grew and went off to have his own family, and he decided he didn't have all the education he needed, so he picked a job that he felt he was able to handle, and something that would be good, honest, hard work, that he could have a paycheck and support his family, his wife, his children. Are you going to tell me that a person who's a janitor, a custodian, does not have purpose? You know, I've sat with people who have had jobs that maybe aren't as impactful as it appears on the outside. You see, everything's appearance. But there are people who have lived their lives and done what we might consider a non-impactful career opportunity, but they made a difference. You see, all of those little children who saw the custodian every day were greeted with his kind words, his warm energy, his ability to encourage them, and his dedication to the school. And so his purpose in life was not just to go to work and get a paycheck. His purpose in life was to inspire all those children, whatever grade they may be it high schoolers or little kindergartners, wherever he was, he made everyone feel special. That's purpose. Are you going to tell me that the woman who lives her life and takes care of her children, but doesn't have the opportunity for whatever reason to embark on a true career that would take her out in the world and allow her to earn a living, that woman who stays home with her children and then participates in her children's activities at school, and perhaps she's the homeroom school mom, maybe she's always the one who's on that school bus for the class trips. Do you mean to tell me that she doesn't have purpose? She does. You see, her soul contract might have just been to be a mother. And that's not a just, because we know that that's a great undertaking. And maybe her making other children feel welcome in her home. Perhaps those children are not fortunate enough to have such a participatory mom in their experience, someone who's engaging and connected, because maybe that other little child's mom has to work, and she's a single mom. So this mother who is merely raising children, do you think she doesn't have purpose? She does. You see, everything we do is a part of purpose. Every place you are is a part of your purpose. And searching for purpose doesn't bring us any closer to it. It causes us to worry about the outside world and compare ourselves to others. Yes, would it be wonderful if everyone had a purpose that would actively be shifting humanity and mankind? Well, if we had so many leaders, who would we be leading? You see, everybody has a reason for being here. And when I sat with God and I sat with the angels and we talked about purpose, they said that purpose is not found outside of you, it is found within. And the journey of your soul has been written in a storyline before you came. And when you stepped into this physical body to embrace all that the world has, you became filled with everything the world was bringing to you. And you become distracted. But deep in your soul, somewhere will be revealed a purpose. Do not search for the purpose is wired within. Do not look for the purpose to be something that is grandiose. Look for the purpose to be meaningful. For when you live with meaning, you find purpose. When you live with integrity, you're in alignment with purpose. When you live within your heart, you're in the energy of love and therefore a part of your purpose. You see, every one of us has been coming to this planet time and time again, whether you believe in reincarnation or not. The soul is a continuum of time and time again, regardless of the soul contract, regardless of the connections that we've made and the hardships we've endured. The number one purpose that we all have is to be of service and to love. And perhaps you haven't found what you think is your purpose because you haven't stopped to give yourself grace. You haven't stopped to give yourself love and understanding and realize that you are a part of a bigger story, a thread in the tapestry of life. And that thread, that is you, that is woven in so many aspects of the world that you don't even know. Because your words may touch the life of someone who may travel to a land far from where you are. And that person may make a difference because of something you said, because of something you did. And then how could you then think that that is not purpose? For it is. For when I sat with the guides and the angels, they said if we were to ask anything of humanity and mankind, what we would ask is for them to be still. For to be still is to know thyself, and to know thyself is to understand your purpose. Your purpose is to just be. And in the being and the stillness and the oneness of the divine, that is where you will find all that is to unfold. Do not search. Do not wonder or assume that you are lost and your life does not have meaning. For every human being that you have been kind to had meaning. Perhaps your words, your actions, spared someone from taking their life. You may never know, but that was purpose. Even the mistakes that you beat yourself up and punish yourself for, these missteps are perhaps not missteps, but a step along the path to expressing your purpose that realigns you and heals you, so that part of the purpose is to forgive yourself. For forgiveness is key. And when we forgive ourselves and we release ourselves from the obligations of everything that we've had that was weighing us down, and we release ourselves from the physical constraints of things that don't really have meaning, but we become attached to because we need them, or so we think, or they're necessary because that's what we're taught to do. But maybe your purpose is to not do anything that everyone else does. Why must you follow what everyone else does? You're created in God's image, but what makes you unique within that image is your personality, and that personality is your unique blueprint, your unique aspect, expression of self that enforces the actions of the divine. Because it is through your personality that you get to shine. It is through your personality that you get to learn. Perhaps your personality requires refinement. Perhaps it requires healing. Perhaps your personality was formed by actions of people around you, and perhaps you're guarded or jaded or disappointed or hurt or angry or regretful or jealous or comparative. Wherever you may be, that too is a part of purpose. Because if you didn't come to understand who you were in times of adversity, then how would you know what meaning of life is? Therefore, how could you share purpose? How could you impart upon another any words of wisdom if you do not know thyself? So be still. And stillness in God's eyes is not sitting there just wondering and waiting for some great revelation or the angel to appear before you, for that would be a little startling, I would say, and most certainly not necessary. It's not important for us to sit and literally wait for something to happen. It's for us to try the doors of opportunities. It's for us to not just ask, what is my purpose? But is to every day make a conscious choice of how you're purposefully going to live. For each day you have the opportunity to live with purpose. Today I choose to be happy and enthusiastic. Today I choose to be kind and offer kind gestures. Today I choose to learn something about myself, or to forgive myself, or to heal a past relationship, or to make a change that I've been putting off because I've just been resistant and afraid of the unknown. And if you choose to make that your purpose of the day, then you too are living with purpose. Sometimes your purpose is to just be, to go out into nature and to admire the beauty in all things that surround you, knowing that God has created everything and that everything that is around you has magic. And that everything that is around you has a rhythm, and the rhythm is the breath of life, and the breath of life that fuels the earth is the breath of life that fuels you. So of course you have purpose. You were born from purpose. You were born to live. You were born to inspire. You were born to shift consciousness of yourself and others in whatever way, as subtle or great as it may be. It is a journey. And there is no life that is insignificant. There is no job that is beneath another, for we all are a necessary part of this evolving storyline that is humanity. That is the development of mankind, that allows us all to coexist. And yes, perhaps purpose is lost in the ability to coexist, because at this time it would appear that we are all at a standoff, not in agreement, concerned, worry. That is not of purpose, and that is not of God. That is not in alignment with who you've come to be. That is not in alignment with love. So how could it be that that is your purpose? Oh, but yes, I know I'm right, and I must pick up my sign, and I must stand for something I believe in. So pick up your sign. Stand for something you believe in. But know that your truth may not be another person's truth, and you cannot convince someone who does not believe, for to speak to a non-believer, you appear as a fool. So your purpose is never to convince. Your purpose is to influence. Your purpose is to lead. Your purpose is to show someone why your viewpoint or your experience may be a higher vibrational way. Perhaps they just don't know. For their purpose is to grow and to understand themselves and to build courage, because they are in a home that doesn't support peace, love, light, doesn't support the things that you believe in, but their purpose is to navigate that in this lifetime and to rise above the obstacles and take themselves to the next level. So perhaps the path that they're on may appear to be the wrong path to you, but it is the right path for them. For they too are living purpose. Purpose comes in so many forms. And yes, we as humans need a category. We need a name, something to qualify, that justify our breath of life. So when we're little, we're taught, what do you want to be when you grow up? Who shall you be? And as a little one, you sit there and think, and you look at the people you admire, and you say, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a policeman. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a ballerina. I want to be a singer. I want to be an artist. Whatever that may be, you are encouraged to do that in some of the families, and others you are not. But that idea, that feeling is not just brought about to the surface because you were asked, who shall you be when you grow up, and how do you see yourself? That's just conditioned conversation. But somewhere inside of you, one of the answers that you may give, one of the adults that you encounter in your youngest of years, may truly be your purpose. And then you may express, I want to be a singer, I want to be a dancer. And they will go, oh, but no dancer I know really makes money. It's 1 in a million. No singer I know really survives on their paycheck. So pick something else. So you begrudgingly, sad within self, hear their logic and say they must be right, for they are older than I and they are advanced, so I must follow what they say, for they're my parents and they're who I am meant to know and who I am meant to follow, and so I abandon my purpose. And I go on to do something else. And later in life you find yourself lost and alone and wondering, what is my purpose? And all the while it was that little girl dream, that little boy dream. And then you sit as you're 40 or 50 and you say, I've missed my opportunity, for I can never go back and do this, and I can never go back and do that, for I've missed purpose. I've squandered away my youthful years. I've wasted time dilly-dallying on other things, and now I realize I've made the wrong choices and I have lost my purpose. But you have not. For everything you have done and everything you have encountered, all that has evolved you to who you are now is indeed part of the purpose. And that message is inside of you. So perhaps you may not be at the New York City Ballet when you're 65, for you're just beginning. But perhaps there's something in the music and the arts that can bring you joy that you can share with others, and that becomes purpose. For purpose comes in many forms and not always in the vision and the way that we think it is, because in the world we have to measure up to what is expected of us. And so as we try to meet other people's expectations, we lose ourselves. And if a purpose or a feeling or a desire has passed you by and there's no way to pivot from that, then you just be. You sit inside and you allow the universe to lead. For maybe all that you've been through is more than enough, and where you are is exactly where you're meant to be, because the plan, the universe, has something greater, better, bigger for you that has a simple energy. And it doesn't mean you waste your life and you lost your dream. It just means you made a choice. And that choice, that too, is purpose. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we'll continue on this conversation and then get to the phone lines at 866-972-7247. I'm so glad to be talking to you right here on the True Oldies station. And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And that's me, Sarah Spiritual. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me.
Stay Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WDJA AM Delray Beach and in Martin County on 1450 WSTU Stewart. We are South Florida's home for the true oldies channel.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light.
Yes, indeed. There's a light right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, all across the nation. And we're so glad to have the opportunity to connect with all of you at 866-972-7247. And if you're calling, and you keep calling until we get to pick up your call. So don't go away, because we are filling the phone lines now. And as I was talking with Spirit earlier today, preparing for today, I feel like they had a very powerful message for all of us. You have to stop looking outside of yourself. If there's one thing I would hope everyone would take away, is that your answers are inside, never outside. Yes, a person you know may give you some insight or an opinion that resonates with you, that inspires you, that activates something motivational within inside. But you have to act on it. You have to sit with it. You have to decide what is the most important part of your journey. And only you know what you're supposed to do. I was on the call with someone earlier today, and she was one of those examples of life took her through a journey, and maybe she ended up somewhere she wasn't expecting to be at that juncture in life. But what I really was able to share with her is that there's a whole nother part of life coming. And that even though she doesn't know where she fits in as far as a career or work at this moment, that something would be revealed. And it's for her to take a look at what she enjoys. So those of you who are struggling and looking for purpose, or feel as if your life doesn't have enough meaning and you need to do more, then make a list of the things you do that you enjoy. Make a list of the talents that you have. Sit and be still and see how you can take that enjoyment and monetize it and create something for yourself. When I was speaking with this wonderful person on the phone earlier today, and we're in her session, we come to understand that she enjoys kind of sprucing people's homes up. Well, there's always a need for that, and she enjoys it and she's good at it. So what are you good at? What do you enjoy? Or what are you willing to learn so that you can do something different? Because if there's anything that the universe is asking of us all, if there's anything the planets are pushing us to do, is what can you do? What can you shift? How can you move forward to shift the consciousness of your experience and change your life? Because it is time to change. For the world is changing. And if we don't change, then we're going to feel even more stuck than perhaps you do feel. Well, we've got some exciting things coming up at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And before we get to the phone lines, I would love to talk to you about that. So I don't know if you heard, but tomorrow we got a moon coming in, and it's coming in with an eclipse. We've got our lunar eclipse coming in tomorrow into the 28th, which is the end of tomorrow night to Friday. We have this lunar eclipse that is happening. So knowing that, and in honor of that event, well, we put together a event for all of you. If you go to sarahspiritual.com, you will find that we have this event of a beautiful lunar eclipse full moon ceremony event. And in that event, we're going to be talking about the factors of this full moon lunar eclipse and the importance of it. Matter of fact, my friend Helena Suba is going to be joining us, and she's going to be sharing a little bit about how she's interpreted what's going on with this full moon and how it can impact us. So we're going to share that with you live at the center and live online. So I know you listen to me from all over. Not everyone's in my backyard. But I know that you've got something to release. I know there's something you want to shift within you. And this is the ceremony that we're going to do it with. We are going to have sound singing bowls, and we are going to be in the crystal energy of that. And I'm going to be bringing in the songs of the angels, the music that they channel through me. And through that, and the information we're going to gather as to what the meaning of the full moon is. And then the messages of spirit for all of you. This is the lunar eclipse event to be at. go to sarahspiritual.com. There you'll find out how to register. You can partake on Zoom, or you could be at our center sharing with everyone. And those of you who are coming in to the center, we got a little surprise for you. So we're really looking forward to seeing everyone there with us. Join us at the Expedito Enlightenment Center tomorrow evening. Please arrive around 7:15 because we'd like to start at 7:30, and we'll be together till 9:15 for this Singing Bowl sound event. And we will be releasing the things that no longer serve you and clearing your energy. So if you think you need a jump start, you think you need to leave the past behind, you feel like you got to ease on down the road, got to ease on down the road. We got to go and make a shift and change because the end of the year is coming, and maybe you don't want to be carrying all the things you've had to deal with this year. This is the event for you. sarahspiritual.com. Go ahead and register there. The cost is only $17. I would love to see you there. And as we move into September, we've got some happenings coming up. We've got our candle class coming up, and that candle class is how to work with the candles, how to create a prayer, create a connection with the divine, bring in your angels. What color candle is the best candle to use if you want protection, or if you want to shift your energy, or do you want to talk to your angels? Maybe you want to manifest prosperity. Maybe you just want to have a little conversation with God. How do you light a candle? And what do you do? What do you say? And how can you use the light of the candle to be a light unto your path? We're going to show you all about that. And that class is September 15th. And that too is only $17. And if I spin the energy a bit, we also have something coming up in September. We've got Calvin Cates coming back. And he's going to be with us. I believe it's if I quickly count backwards, the 11th and the 12th, somewhere around there in September. You can go to the ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. That's where you're going to find out about the crystal healing bed services of Calvin Cates. And so that's such a powerful healing experience. And Calvin has studied with the Casa Dom Ignacio in Brazil, and he has been a carrier of this light. And these crystals have come from Brazil, and we place you underneath these crystals, and it aligns your energy, heals you emotionally, frees your spirit, balances your chakras. And then as you do that within your spiritual and emotional energy, we all have come to understand that these two powerful spots about your being, your emotional self and your spiritual self, both of those are powerful in the physical healing. So we'd love to see you at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Be sure to visit that website to register. We've got more coming up, but we're going to leave that for now. We are going to start to go onto our phone lines at 866-972-7247, and this is how it's going to roll. As I take a call, another line opens, and I take a call, another line opens. So if you think the phone's ringing and you're not getting anywhere, don't you hang up. You keep trying. 866-972-7247. And if you know someone who has a question and you're thinking, hey, they should call in and get an answer from Sarah Spiritual and Spirit, you go ahead and give them a call and send them our way. So we're going to go to the phone lines, and I need to go to Pompano. I want to go to Pompano. And I want to go to Whistleen. I have Whistleen in Pompano. Whistleen, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm doing well. Good to make this connection with you. And when I look at where you are, this energy is supposed to put you in a better rhythm. I'm feeling like you feel a little out of sorts. Is that correct, please?
Yes.
And they're talking about making some movement. Were you trying to think of ways to make some moves for your personal life and your career? Like you've got to make a move. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it's really important that you focus on what's important to you. And I know you feel like there's more for you to do, and I also feel like you don't feel like you're being rewarded properly for what you do for earning money. Is that also correct?
Yes.
And I do see another work opportunity for you. Are we looking for new work?
I was looking for another position within the company,
Okay,
but it's
that would be
not
new work.
like
Yeah. That's new work for us, all right? So according to Spirit, there's a new opportunity for you, so please apply for that and look to make that a stepping stone to what comes next for you. Well, they tell me that you've got some things with Celine that are very heavy on your heart, and it's not just all about money. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it has to do with matters of the heart. Is that correct?
Correct.
And what is your question?
Well, I just wanted to know if there was any messages for me, and I really didn't have a question. I just wanted to know, was there any messages for me?
Well, the first message is that you need to follow what you are leading yourself to do, which is get a new opportunity, all right? That's one of the first things that Spirit wants you to do, right? You have to get yourself in better order. You have to get paid better. You have to feel as if you're moving forward in a different direction. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling stagnant, Whistling. So they also want you to pay attention to your intuition and your gut, because you have a very strong intuition. And I feel as if you get those promptings, those feelings or those visions as to who you can trust and who you can't trust. And my guides tell me that you use that at times to navigate things in life. Is that also true?
Yes.
And they still
find it very often that my intuition is very strong.
Yeah, your intuition is very strong, and they literally take me to this energy of you know what you know, and sometimes it makes it hard for people to lie to you. Oh, yes. And this also comes from your family above you, mother's energy, grandmother's energy. I feel like they were very intuitive and very connected. Is that also true?
Yes.
And I also see here, what's your question on love here? Because they keep giving me a heart, and I feel like we're kind of questioning where we stand with someone, please.
Yes, my husband.
Okay. When is his birthday?
11/7/1995.
Well, 2025 into 2026 was a challenging time for him. Is that correct?
Yes.
It has not been his personal best time.
No.
You know, he loves you the best way he can. I just feel like he's got a lot going on, and sometimes he doesn't share all of his thoughts and his feelings. Makes you feel as if you're cut out on the outside, and then it causes you to be uncertain as to where the truth is. Is that correct?
Yes. Because then I was starting thinking, like, is there any infidelity going on?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if Sarah Spiritual got $1 every time somebody said, Sarah Spiritual, my husband cheating on me, I'd be a rich lady, let me tell you. But what I see here is that he's just really all over the place and not able to really articulate what's kind of keeping him a little disconnected from you. I feel like he doesn't feel like he's getting paid what he's worth. He's not where he wants to be in his journey, and he feels like there should be more, and he's just not, you guys are not connected. My guides are telling me you need to spend some quality time alone, just the two of you, and not to talk, not to decide where are we going with this relationship, but to spend time reflecting on what brought you together and have fun. You're not having any fun in this relationship. Is that also true?
Correct.
Correct. Right. And we know when people start to get disenchanted and not have fun, then eventually that fear of yours could come to pass. But at this moment, I just feel like he is all over the place and not really sharing what is causing him to feel disconnected. Like, I feel like he feels that whatever he does doesn't feel like it's good enough. That's just where he is. Mm-hmm. Has he said that to you?
Okay. He did say that he feel like I'm better off without him.
Yeah. So that's a reflection of his self-esteem. And so we have to see what he can do to help himself. Because someone who feels that he's better off, that you're better off without him, someone who feels that way is someone who is in this energy of they think that you're better than they are and that he's weighing you down. And so, therefore, if you keep pointing out all the things that he's doing wrong, then yes, you're better off without him. and he'll draw that deduction. So you have to be careful what you say and what you communicate, and be sure to include him in the journey of how you would love life to be. Because I feel like you're the speed of the leader in this relationship, right? So we need to let him be and find his path. And, you know, he has to lead. You have to let him lead.
Okay.
All right. And then you'll say, but Sarah, spiritually, he's not taking enough initiative. And if I wait on him, we're going to be like sitting out on a stoop somewhere. Well, we got to let him lead or praise him to his way. But you'll know, because I feel like your relationship will go through some interesting conversations and maybe bumps in the road and things for you both to notice in the month of November. So let's see what happens in the fall, and then you'll have a better idea whether you want to stay or you want to go. Remember, we always have a choice. All right, honey, I trust we've been of service to you tonight. We thank you so much for listening to the show, and we appreciate you. And remember that you are worthy of all you desire. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
866-972-7247. And we need to go to Connecticut, and I've got Kevin on the line. Kevin, how are you tonight? Good to make this connection with you. How may I assist you
I'm good,
in this
Sarah.
journey?
How are you?
Good. You know, Kevin, when I look at this journey for you, I really feel like there's a time for you to kind of have this new beginning, kind of a clean slate kind of energy. And I feel like you're kind of working towards some things that you want to shift within your life. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on a lot of stuff, and I had a bit of bad luck last couple of days. Our family cat, Snowy, passed away.
Oh, yes. That's hard.
Yeah.
And how old was Snowy?
And
Was
for cat,
Snowy
she-
12? Or how?
I guess you look at it in cat years, she was 13.
How many years, how old was she? Not in cat years, just in regular years.
Oh, I don't know what the math is on that.
Well, was she 13 years old?
Yeah, we had her for 13 years.
Okay. Yeah, because my guides show me she was like around 12 or 13. That's, yeah. So we are so sorry for your loss. Yeah, and I don't know what that is in cat years, but it's 7 times 13, whoever wants to do the math for us. But, you know, and they really say that once a cat hits age 7, they really are on the decline, right? But sometimes cats live longer than that, and that's unfortunate. But, you know, you can trust that she will make her presence known and that she is with you. And she was a very comforting, loyal companion. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, she was. She, you know, would jump on your lap. We let her sleep wherever she wanted to, on the sofa, on a chair, on the couch, doesn't matter. She, you know.
Yeah. She was a good egg. She was a good egg. And know that she is going to continue to be with you in spirit. And it's just one of those unfortunate things. You know, anyone who's lost a pet knows it's like losing your family member, right? So it becomes very hard.
Right,
for us. Yes. Kevin, so we regret that you've been through that, and just look for a sign that Snowy is with you, because she will give you a sign. She will. What is your question for me, Kevin, please?
So, I have any messages from, like, any relatives that have passed, or my mom or dad? You know?
Mom or dad, yes. Let me take a look here, please, all right? And when I look in the energy here above you, interestingly enough, the first person who steps forward with your mother beside her is your grandmother here, your mother's mother. And mother's mother...
I was close to her, yeah.
Yes, makes me feel like you spent a lot of time with her. She made sure that you felt loved. She took time. She was an attentive woman. She was intentional with her time with you. Whereas mom was with you, but your grandma had a very special flair of making you feel seen, heard, and loved. So grandmother steps forward,
Yes, she did.
almost as if she is your mother, right? But mom is standing next to her.
Right.
Mom's
Right.
energy makes me feel as if, before she passed, she was trying to hold out a little bit longer before she passed, making me feel like the last few weeks she was trying to hang on because she hoped she was going to have more time. And then all of a sudden she took a turn for the worse and she was gone. Is that correct, Kevin?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know if this belongs to mom or grandma, but they're showing me an Afghan or a blanket. Whose blanket do you have there at your home?
I know I have my baby blanket still. I'm not sure who made it for me. I was told it was made by someone in the family, but I'm not sure who.
Okay. All right. But they are making me aware of that there's a blanket that's connected to them or connected to you that is of importance. So, I'm sure that that's a cute little blanket to have, right? And that's a great memory for you. When I step into the energy and I look at Dad's energy, Dad comes through with a little more force. Dad could be a little more strong than Mom. Yes, a little stronger personality. Is that true, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And he takes me to this energy of something like he didn't take care of something in his health when he had to, and that ended up being a problem for him. And then that disrupted his whole health. Is that correct, please?
I'm not sure what it is, but he always mentioned he should have done, before he passed, he was always mentioning that there was something else he should have done, but he never mentioned what that was.
Yeah, there's something else he should have done for himself, for his health, before he passed.
Right.
I feel like there was a problem in his with his heart as well before he passed, so I don't know if he had an enlarged heart or congestive heart failure or something in his breath and his breathing in his heart.
He never mentioned, I mean, you could be right, but he never mentioned anything.
Okay. All right. Well, know that he is here with you, standing there with you, and he's giving you that energy of support, making me feel like he's trying to keep you strong. I feel as if you feel very alone and disconnected and unsupported. And, he's kind of showing you that, what, stand tall, stand proud, and things are going to work out for you, Kevin. All right?
Right. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. We appreciate your listening to the show, Kevin, and know that all is well on the other side. They're all doing beautifully, smashingly, as they say. And so they'll continue to be with you. And we trust that we've been of service to you tonight. And our deepest condolences on little Snowy. I know that our hearts go out for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Bye
bye.
for now. Bye. 866-972-7247. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go back to the phone lines and visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube and see who's got a question for us so we can answer it live on air. Stay with us. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah on the True Oldies station. And I am Sarah Spiritual. We'll be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on the True Oldie Station. So glad to be hanging out with all of you. Love to see you tomorrow night at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. There we're going to have a fabulous singing bowl event on the full moon and lunar eclipse. There'll be sound. I'll be singing and channeling music. We'll have information on this impact of the full moon on your energy, the eclipse, and what this means for you through the rest of this year, and how to navigate it and how to release and let go of things that do not serve you. So love to see you there at the Expedito Center. And if you are not local, then please come to online at Sarah Spiritual and register. We would love to have you join us no matter where you are. We're going to go back to our phone lines, and I need to go to Isaiah. Isaiah is in West Palm Beach. Isaiah, where are you? Hello, Isaiah. Are you there? Yes,
Yes,
West
I'm
Palm
here.
Beach, Florida. Good to have you here with us. Good to connect with you. A lot of spirit guides and angels with you. I feel like you've been working on your journey with spirit. Is that correct?
Ooh, you are so right. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
dog, right out of the gate, right? We just got all the angels here, right? I've got Archangel Michael, I've got Archangel Raphael. And as I kind of started to scribble on my paper, they had me kind of just drawing these what are like little circles of angel wings all around you, right? And this is an awakening time for you, Isaiah. This is a time for you to step into your power and embrace who you are and who you've come to be. It's also a very, very important time that you don't let anybody cross the lines that you're not willing to let them cross. You see, you have to hold this boundary so that you can take care of self. It is an important time for self-care. And in this important self-care time, it is also a spiritual connection, a time to journey into the soul and the depth of you and step into your power and fulfill your destiny. And I know that you are one of those people who's looking for purpose, searching for purpose, and trying to articulate what comes next and how do I stand rooted in the world but still pursue something spiritual. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely correct.
So Isaiah, what is your question for me here tonight?
So my question is there like any message for me in particular, like from my mom who passed away a few years ago, that she has any messages where she's at?
Yeah. Where's she at? Yeah. And she passed away after 2020, is that correct?
And she died in April 1st, 2019.
2019, okay. Right before 2020. Let me see where she is here. Isaiah, is there a sister connected to you, please?
I have a cousin who is like a sister to me. Her birthday is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, yes, because she's talking to me about someone who's like a sister to you or your sister. Are you going to see your cousin?
Mm-hmm. No, I was planning on calling her after this call.
Oh, well, apparently Mom's going to be on the call. She's three-waying with you, honey.
Okay.
She's talking about connecting with someone who's like a sister for you. So this is, Mom's energy coming through. And, your mom was like your best friend. She was the person that you could go to and talk about anything. And your mom had her own spiritual energy. Is that also true?
Yes. She was the only person who understood me.
Yes.
And we was really, really close. Today
she
I was just
accepted you
reflecting
for
on
who
where
you
I
were.
am with my life. I'm sorry.
No, she accepted you for who you are and just loved you and gave you space to become the man that you are today. Is that correct?
Yes, that's very correct. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Isaiah?
I was just reflecting on her life, and one of the last things that she told me before she passed away was, "Where's your faith?" Mm-hmm. And now, in this season, transitioning out of a career and into a new one is just I feel that I'm growing. However, it's a little challenging and scary because it's like I'm navigating uncharted seas, and and I really have to lean on my faith in this season where I'm at. Yes. And it just came to me today.
Yeah, so, trust the process. Yeah. You need to trust the process, all right? Because the one thing your mom believed is that everything happens for a reason. And that God always has a plan. Yeah. And even in her passing, she felt that God had a plan. Even though we felt she left this earth sooner than we would have liked, she still believed that God had a plan. And I believe that she did everything she could to make sure that you were all right growing up. You see, I feel like she always put you first. And do you have a necklace of your mom's, please? Is there a necklace of hers that you have in your possession, please? She's showing she's taking something off of her neck and she's placing it on a table for me to see. Do you have a necklace of hers?
I do have a necklace. It's like a charm of her picture on it. But I don't have her necklace per se. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have her necklace, but a charm of her on a necklace. Okay. She's showing me a necklace here, and very interesting. So, who is that there? Isaiah, your grandmother has also passed as well. Is that correct? I have another woman standing next to Mom, please.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And I also
she
have.
Passed away not long ago.
Not too long ago, right? Yeah. So I have her standing next to Mom. And Mom also makes me feel that she still has more siblings here on Earth. Is that correct? She has siblings here?
Yeah, she has 2 sisters. Well, 3.
Sisters.
Yeah,
3.
3.
I'm drawing the number 3 here on my paper, so she makes me feel like there's 3 connected to her here on Earth here. And one of her sisters, I think, is going through a health issue. She's making me aware of a health issue here. So you may want to check on them. What she wants you to know about you is that you can do anything you set your mind to. And even though you're stepping into this uncharted territory, and this career shift is totally different from where you were to where you're going. Is that also true?
Yes, it's very different. And it's a little
Very
scary
different.
because things are not moving how I wanted to.
Well, you just have to stay the course, all right? Because persistence is going to be key in this, and you're getting uncomfortable because you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and this is totally out of the box for you, and you need to stay out of the box, and you need to explore this new possibility, because where you were was not generating and giving you the reward that you needed, nor was it giving you the abundance that you need. So you're jumping into something that initially may not feel like you're getting anywhere, but when I fast forward you into the 2027 time, this will be a much better time. And is there a certificate or a study of some sort that we have to have completed? Because they're showing me something you have to learn. Is that also correct?
Yes, and learn. I did get a certificate, but there's always room to learn more, which I'm willing to do.
Yes, and you will, and you must, in order to get the full abundance that is aligned with this new career path for you. Stay the course. Know that you're doing exactly the right thing. Continue to align yourself with the divine. Continue to do your prayers. Remember that the energy around you is supporting you no matter what you do. And you must focus on your true intentions. And don't let anybody make you feel as if you're off track.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, Isaiah. Thank you so much for listening to the show. We trust that we see you at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Love to see you join us and pop in and say hi.
Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. We're going to go to Fort Pierce. We have Ken on the line. Ken, how are you tonight? Good to make this connection with you.
How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Feel like you've been through a lot recently. What is your burning question for us tonight, Ken?
Well, there's a couple. One is I recently lost my job of 8 years, and I'm kind of wondering if you see anything coming my way soon because bills don't stop.
It's a crazy little thing, right?
From my parents.
From your parents too, yes. But first and foremost, the crazy thing about the bills, right? They just, I don't know. It doesn't seem like we just paid a bill and now it's back again. I don't know who made that multiply. Like, why do we have to keep having the same bills over and over again? So, yes, we most certainly understand that that's a difficult time. And I also know that you're being kind of faced with some difficulties finding something, almost as if, now we're in this window of time where, maybe you're not qualified for something because you're kind of aged out of it, right? So, yes, there is work that's going to come for you, but I feel like you might have to ease into something part-time in order to get full-time. So I want you open to all possibilities right now just to get the abundance flowing. Once it flows, you'll be doing much better, and then you'll be in a better mental state, and we'll be able to attract something easier. Do not come from a place of fear, lack, or stagnation, because that is going to slow the process even more, Ken. I'm actually feeling like we've got at least a few more weeks here before we really land something that can be of substance. So I want you to be very diligent and connect with the people you know. The easiest way to get a job, because when we send in resumes, it's just we don't even know where they're going anymore. But if you know someone who knows someone, that could actually open up a door for you sooner than later, Ken. So I want you to be open to that possibility.
Yeah, I've already gone down that road with a few people already.
So they've put in some word for you, and they're looking for you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, one they just hired someone 3 days ago, so it's the other two
right,
people
but
are
don't-
kind of keeping an ear out, but right now it's
Understood.
slow season, so it's not looking promising.
Well, it is looking promising, because if we think it's not promising, then it's not promising. And you don't know. That person they hired may not be able to do the job, and then guess what? Batter up. You're next. All right? So you remember, just because they hired somebody doesn't mean they're a right fit for the company. So let's just be open here. And you just keep, the squeaky wheel is going to get the grease. So you just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep focusing on what you desire here. When I look in the energy, Ken, and I look at the energy of your father who passed, does your father have the same name as you, Ken? What's your father's name?
Yeah, same thing basically.
Okay, what is
Ken
your
Millett.
father's name?
I'm sorry.
First name is your father's first name is Ken as well, please?
Yes.
Okay, because your dad's making me feel like he has the same name as you. So, yeah, he's a funny guy, your dad. A very proud man as well. He's a funny guy.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
Yep.
he could be a little hard-nosed in what he thought was the right thing to do, but very funny guy. Dad's energy is stepping up a little closer to you than Mom's energy at this moment here. Mom went
Yeah,
first,
Mom passed,
please.
Yeah, she went in 22.
Yeah. Mom
Oh,
passed
no,
first
I'm sorry, not 22, 13. And my dad just passed away in 22,
2
I
years
think
ago.
it was.
A couple of years ago, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mom's there, but she's off in the distance, so she's not really coming through for me to bring you a message. But Dad is okay, and he wants you to know that all is well. He's also bringing me this energy. Your dad, interesting. Your dad makes me feel like he loved music. Did he love music or like to listen to a particular type of music, please?
Yeah, well, one of his favorite singers just passed away, Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, yeah, okay. And so it's kind of funny because I feel like this kind of energy, and what I was hearing in my mind is not a Dolly Parton song, but it was interesting because I saw your father in my mind, and I hear this music in the background, and it's just like him in this open air, and it was kind of like him being free outdoors and just kind of going for a drive, going for a ride, and in the background I hear country roads take me home to the place
Yeah.
I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. So he liked to go out into nature and just go and drive. Is that correct?
Yeah. They both kind of, my parents would both kind of just take off sometimes and go for a ride.
Yeah.
And my mom actually passed in 2013, and Dad was 2022.
Okay, great.
So,
Thank you for that information. Yes. But I knew Mom passed before him based on where she was standing because she feels more seasoned on the other side here. So I know that you miss your parents very much, and I know that they were very connected to you and your siblings. Yes, we have siblings. Yes, we have. Do we have a sister as well, please?
yeah, sister and brother. Well, 2 sisters, 2 brothers.
2 sisters, 2 brothers, yeah. One of your sisters you're a little more close to than the other. Is that also true?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. I just feel like you communicate more with one than the other. That's just how I feel when they show it in the energy here. But know that Mom and Dad are with you. They're watching over you. They're doing everything they can to support you. And you have a hat of your dad's, please? A
Yeah,
hat?
he's probably hat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because he's like telling me he's got my name, he's got my hat. So you cherish
Yep.
that hat, and know that He is with you always. And we'll ask the angels of abundance to help find you a job. Ken, my suggestion to you is to pray, to ask the universe to open up the doors of possibilities for a very successful opportunity to come your way. And I would ask that it comes expeditiously, and pray that that comes to pass, and it shall. All right, Ken, we regret that you're in a tough spot, but I know that you will be lifted out of this quickly.
Okay.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you much.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Okay, bye.
866-972-7247. If you're in the Facebook feed, if you're in the YouTube feed, please don't go anywhere. We want to hear from you, and we want to hear your questions. But before I go to Facebook and YouTube and such, I've got to go to my phone line again. And from Fort Pierce, I need to go to Hollandale. Hollandale, and we've got Joey on the line. Joey, how are you tonight?
I'm so in love that I still can't believe it.
And what are you in love with, Joey? Do
Where's
pray
my
tell.
with a person that speaks to me 24 hours a day, and I don't even worry about the money anymore. I haven't asked you about my love life in a long time, but I think I'm headed for marriage.
All right, you're getting ready to be ready for marriage, but are you, okay, Joey? Let's get real here. We're talking to the person 24 hours a day.
Okay.
Are you talking to them in your head, and are they invisible? Like, who are we talking to, Joey?
They appear. They appear even in places that I'm not allowed to tell on the radio. And okay. And then there's such a good connection. I just got out of my kiddie pool where I put sea salt in there every night, and I go ahead and do a blank. And I just heard that my love is greater than ISIS and Osiris.
Ah, okay.
And I think that and then it's not in the physical yet, but it's so physical.
Okay.
And then when I'm having intimacy, I have Kuan Yin appearing before my headboard, and she says, "It's okay, I'm your mother. I can see whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter."
Okay. All right.
And
well, Joey,
I'm not worried about money.
So love is coming, but what I want you to know is that you need to center yourself, and you need to focus on your purpose. If you focus on your purpose, the love will come. If you do not focus on your purpose, the love will be delayed, because they are one and the same. Because the person that you are meant to attract and meant to be with you, and I'm going to address what you said, so just let me continue. The person that you're going to attract is someone who's going to be of assistance and a part of what you are meant to do as you are continuing to evolve as a spiritual being on this planet who is here to be of service to others. But I want you to very much know that it is, yes, very possible, and many people have had visions and seen people that they know they're meant to be with, or they can feel the person coming in the energy. And people would think they're crazy, but they know that they know that they know that they're there. And so we understand where you're coming from with this concept. And we do know that you are getting ready for that. And you've been preparing for love and preparing by healing your heart from the past broken heart syndrome of the past loves that we've had that have let you down and were there for the wrong reasons. This person who comes with the right reason. I do not see them in this moment of now. I do not feel that they are here yet. I do feel that once your birthday passes in October, we open you up into the soul contract of the soul journey of the power of love. And when we open you up to the soul contract of the power of love, this is going to take you down the path of November, December, and as we cross out of December, we move you into January. Then I kind of feel like the stars align and this connection, which is undeniable, emerges for you, right? And he will be somebody who's going to be standing there for you. Not you for them, but he for you. So I want you to remain standing in that vision of someone's coming who's an equal vibrational match, who's going to be of value to my purpose, and together we are going to make a difference. This is how Spirit wants you to envision this. Does this resonate with you, please?
Absolutely, 100%. I literally wrote down the vision of my wedding because the last time I broke up, I said I want something a lot better, and it took me. I used to have a partner every 2 years, but then I decided to wait and spare myself the pain.
Right.
And I wanted to become what I wanted to attract, and I also want to find out if there's a connection. There's this really beautiful restaurant that my sister and I have this good connection that I'm supposed to be, and it's nothing but the symbol that I love of peacocks.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. It's called Amazonica. It's on Miracle Avenue. And my guides automatically said, put money in your savings so you can go. And I want to know if there's a connection to romance, enjoying myself, or just getting used to the lifestyle that I always have had from the first partner that I had, who was a lawyer.
Well,
every partner that I had has been a successful person, but I don't want to be dependent on anybody else's money. I want to be able to share and co-create. And I don't know.
Correct.
I feel this great connection to this restaurant.
Well, then you go.
Automatically, in 2 seconds, my message. Go ahead.
But Joey, understand this, that when we feel a strong connection to something and something is of importance to us, and the universe presents it to us, it is not for us to wonder or ask, should I or shouldn't I? We just follow the prompting. And it's not for us to categorize. This is a entertainment purposes only. This is a fun night. This is something to remind me of what I've had before, so I remember the taste of it so that I can have this lifestyle again. Or is it the place where I shall meet my love? It is none of those things. It is for you to follow the instruction and the prompting of spirit. And I say that to you and to everybody. When you get a feeling, don't deny the feeling. Just go and show up. If you have to wait a few weeks and save some money so that you can pop up at the perfect day, the perfect time to meet the perfect person, then so be it. Otherwise, there'll be somebody else who'll be of value for you. Maybe someone who'll be a client. Maybe somebody who will introduce you to someone else. Or maybe just for you to enjoy and settle back into the idea of wealth, abundance, connection with different people, as opposed to perhaps living in the state that we have been before at times of lack and not enough. And will the money come? How will I pay my bills? All of these things that you've called in regarding before. And so as we see that energy, Joey, what is so important for you to remember is that you are on a path that is going to unfold because you have requested it. And that which is requested of the universe will always be provided as long as it causes no harm or interference to another. So stay the path, let it unfold, and all will be well. They are giving me a letter, so I don't know what this means. I'm about ready to pop off for commercial, but I will share this letter with you.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It's a letter R. Don't know nothing else. They let me write the letter R. I don't know who that is. Why are you, what?
My partner is Ricky. My partner's name is Ricky.
Oh, well, Jiminy Crickets. Ricky it is. How did I know that? I don't know.
His name is Ricardo.
Ricardo.
He speaks Spanish because I wanted to.
All right. Ricardo. All right.
You nailed it.
Well, here we are. I got a letter R. You got Ricardo. Go back into your little kiddie pool, get some more salt on you, and get ready for the full moon lunar eclipse tomorrow into Friday. Got to say goodbye to you, Joey. Bye for now. Have a great night. Thanks for your call.
Bye, everybody. Love you so much.
Bye. 866-972-7247. Well, Ricardo, wherever you are, go visit Joey because he's over there pining in his little kiddie pool of salt. But anyway, everyone, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, of course, we're going back to the phone lines and we're going to visit our friends on Facebook. I think we got some interesting questions coming up. I got a feeling. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's a light
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WDJA AM Delray Beach and in Martin County on 1450 WSTU Stewart. We are South Florida's home for the True Oldies channel.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussion to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
world, won't you be a part of the light? Oh, love, it is the answer now, and we can see love There's a light.
Yes, indeed. There's a light. Right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, all across the nation at 866-972-7247. I'm so glad to have the opportunity to connect with all of you. Thank you for joining us. 825 live shows. So happy to be here. It's been a while hanging out with all of you since 2009. Over 17 years of just us talking every Wednesday. You know, if I could, I'd be doing this every night. Because we've got a lot to talk about. And given what's going on in the world, there definitely is things to talk about. But tonight, we're examining purpose and what makes us tick. And what we're supposed to do. And the bottom line is, the message in the opening of the show was, you need to just be. Be still. Be in gratitude. Give yourself grace, for in grace you will find the message of where you're meant to be. And remember, purpose does not always mean one has to do a grandiose gesture. It could simply be a kind moment in the day of someone else's life that forever makes a difference. We've got our friends on Facebook. We thank you for your questions in Facebook. We will get to you in just a minute. But for this minute, I've got to go to Hollywood. And I'm talking about Hollywood, Florida, not Hollywood, California. So we've got Hollywood, Florida on the line. We've got Lisa. Lisa, how are you tonight?
Hi, good evening. I'm beautiful, sitting in front of the ocean, very peaceful.
Beautiful. And are we sitting in our car, sitting on a bench? Where are we on the ocean?
Sitting on a bench, right on the ocean, on Hollywood Beach, listening to your beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you. So, my dear, this is a time for you, and if I were to give you one word that this powerful time represents for you, this year has been, of 2026, has been a time of a catalyst for change. You're looking to make changes. Is that correct, please?
Yes, the last time we spoke, you sang a song about change is coming for me.
Yes.
And I think that was maybe 4 months ago.
Okay, well, we still are in the process of unfolding and making changes and welcoming new experiences. And when I move to your birthday, Lisa, the first thing they let me know is that we turn the chapter and we have a whole new beginning, a fresh start. So anything that you feel has been elusive, has not been able to come to you, is going to unfold. It is really important that you stay true to yourself and don't get railroaded into something that you're not comfortable with. Because you have to stay true within the being of you and understand that it has to line up with your integrity. And make sure that you see things for what they are. When I look at the energy around you, one of the places that they take me is they take me to this path of 2008. Oh, so we go back, Lisa, to 2008, and I feel like that was a time of some change, perhaps even a challenge for you in 2008 and maybe 2007 into 8. Now, I know the world and the housing market was going through some things, but I feel like you were going through a personal metamorphosis at that time. Is that correct?
Oh, wow.
Does that resonate with you?
Not only was I going through a metamorphosis, the name of my gym was called Metamorphosize. And when the economy crashed, I had pretty much lost everything in my business. So, yes, I was.
Yes, you were. Yes. And oh, the wonderful phoenix has risen from the ashes to fly again, right? And this is the time for you to take your statement of truth and speak it out. But I also want to remind you of something. Not everybody thinks the way you do. And I know you love to be in this energy of freedom and flow. Well, there's a part of you that can be very specific and, you know, what you say you do, and you're a person of your integrity and word, and not everybody is. So sometimes that can create a little rigidity in how you want things to unfold, and they may not unfold exactly the way you want them to. I want you to also be aware that there's a trip that you're supposed to take in the very near future. I feel like we need to leave Florida and go somewhere. Is there a plan to have a meeting or see someone somewhere else out of Florida soon, please?
I'm supposed to take my kids skiing in December, but other than that, no other plans yet.
Okay, yet. I do feel like there's some happening, some trip or movement having to do with something important to you, something that you might be considering or weighing out, or an invitation somebody gives you. And this should be somewhere in the energy of the end of October coming into November, right in that window of time. So we'll look for that offer, that opportunity. Lisa, what is your question for me tonight?
Well, my question usually is about my career with you, but tonight it's going to be my relationship. I have a spiritual, divine life partner who might be my twin flame or not. I'm not sure. It's been very difficult lately and not peaceful. So I'm just not sure what the heck is going on and which way I'm going to navigate my future.
Well, what is their birthday, please, that person?
March 19th, 1970.
Well, I would not call them twin flame. They're not as evolved as they need to be for it to be a twin flame. So that connection is somebody who's, I call them the dance away lover. They dance in, they dance out. There's inconsistency in how they present themselves, and there's this movement here. And when I look at this energy, I feel as if they at times have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Does that make sense to you?
Well, we've been together 6 years. We're like in a spiritual partnership. So maybe with his emotional well-being, that can make sense. But in our relationship, yes, I guess the emotional connection, that makes sense, yes.
Yes, and well, when we're in a relationship, what's the most important aspect of that relationship? The emotional connection, right? And feeding each other's cup. Right,
that's true.
And I don't feel that they're able to show up for you emotionally and connectively in the way that you require. We may be in a spiritual relationship, but spiritual relationships are about growth and transformation, right? And if one person transforms and the other does not, then the rest will be complicated, right? I'm going to say that the end of this year is going to be a telltale sign and put you all to the test as to whether we move forward in a stronger connection or we kind of step away from each other. This is an important time to get to see what's going to unfold. When I look at where this person is here, this person has to do some connections with networking, connecting with people, and really bringing people together so that they can really advance their career when I move them into the 2027 time. So this is really all about connections with people for them. So I feel like they've got a lot on their plate occupying their mind. Is that also true?
Yes, very true.
Okay. So give this some time. Ideally, he will show up a little more emotionally. This connection will be more emotional for you. And this will unfold over this next few months. And you'll get to see where the crack in the foundation is. And we will get to see if it is repairable so that it can be a strong foundation to move forward in a deeper, more emotionally connected and intimately connected way. Do you have anything else for me tonight, Lisa? I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, any advice on me, what I should do besides wait a couple months and see? I mean, I am working on myself and moving my career forward in a beautiful way, but in our relationship, do I step back and just observe, or do I try to give more, give less? What do you say?
Okay, one should not give more. That has been the downfall of you this whole time. All across the board, all of your relationships.
Exactly.
So let's not make that mistake again, okay? We move in. If they do not move in to meet you, you step back. This is why I call them the dance away lover. They dance in, they dance out. They're in, they're not. They're in, they're not. So we need to let them show you who they are and show up in a consistent way so that you can feel emotionally safe and protected. Because, Lisa, when I take you back, and I really need to go back quite a ways, and I'm going to take you back to 1979. Oh, okay. Look at where we are. And I feel like this was also a time of shifts and changes for you, and whatever was going on in your household and whatever you had to do to show yourself, improve yourself in your household. You know, you always lived underneath the structure of the family and what was expected of you, and how we have to show up in the outside world. Because I feel like your connection in your family is very outward and public, right? And there's things that they have to accomplish. And I feel that at times you had to rise to the occasion in the ways that you weren't always comfortable. So I don't know who the critical parent was or who made you not feel good enough or worthy, but wherever that was, this is causing you to attract people that you overcompensate for to try to earn their love and prove yourself to them. You owe no one any of this.
Yeah.
Does this resonate with you?
That's very true. Very true, yes.
Okay. So be true to yourself, love yourself, offer your truth, your integrity, your love, your sharing ability, and do not overextend yourself for this person. And we will see how they fare over these next few months. You will know by your birthday if it's worth pursuing for something that's meant to be long-term or just meant to just let it unfold and perhaps fizzle out.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. You answered everything I needed to hear. So thank you so much. And
you're welcome.
Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining us here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I look forward to speaking with you again. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. 866-972-7247. From Hollywood, let's head over to Pembroke Pines. We got to check out Pembroke Pines. We got Denise on the line. Denise, how are you tonight? Good to make this connection with you.
Good. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good. So,
Can you
have we
hear me?
cleared?
Oh, you can hear
I
me,
hear
okay.
you. Have we cleared out the house, please? Good Lord.
Yeah.
No. We did?
No.
Are they gone?
No.
Okay. Good Lord.
Yeah.
What are we doing? All right. Clear the house, woman. You need to pay
Yes, I
attention
need
to you. You need to, because not everything is on the up and up. And you know that. So why are we entertaining someone in our home that is not being forthright?
It's coming.
Well, you
It's
are not
coming.
meant to be the opportunity for someone, okay? People need to create their own opportunities. You're not the stepping stone. You're not here to make things easier for someone. And you're neither a nurse or a purse. So there you go. So it is
Okay.
time for you to handle this, and please have this handled before October 15th. You may say, why do you
Okay.
say that, Sarah Spiritual? Well, Sarah Spiritual will tell you that that's going to be a time where things could get really, really dicey and really complicated if we don't get it handled before then. So march yourself down and get whatever you need to make that happen, and know that it's been a lesson. It was an opportunity for you to grow spiritually, and an opportunity for you to grow emotionally. And it was a segue from where you've been to where the universe and God are taking you in matters of the heart. Is there someone connected to the month of August in a birthday or passing? Who's connected to that, please? I feel like this month is significant in some way to you, or right around this time is significant.
Well, actually, my father died on August 8th, 2003. And then I have 5 birthdays in the month of August.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming from your dad on the other side, because it's coming from the message from the other side that this was an important time or date for someone who's not here in the physical plane. That's how I was feeling it. And they came forward when I was telling you, get the person out. So I don't think your father would like this person. So could we please get him out and not have Dad upset, please?
I know. I have another question for you.
Sure.
Like 4 weeks ago when I was in church, I was sitting and looking across the altar, and it was like a blink of an eye. Paul was standing there on the other side of the altar, and then when I looked back, he was gone. And he was just standing there with his cell phone in his hand looking across, and then he disappeared.
Okay. So you had a vision.
Mm-hmm.
So think about what you were praying about and think how your energy was that day. And, you know, it's an easy place for loved ones. Well, this will be a good plug for churches. You want to meet your loved ones, go to church because the energy's pure. It's easier for them to pierce the veil and show up, right? So here we go. We have a new slogan for church. Lost someone, go to church. They'll pop on up. All right. So yes, very you saw Paul, and I do see that as a truth for you. And I do feel that he's been trying to get through to you recently.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
And Paul was a no-nonsense kind of guy. All right? So all of this is not that he's displeased with you or unhappy. He doesn't have that emotion because he's not in the physical, so he can't have that emotion. But what I can tell you is that most certainly if he was here, this would not be acceptable, right? So not be acceptable.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. Not your behavior, the other person's behavior. All right. So do what you need to do and trust the universe. And and I think it's getting time for that number of yours. So go play your number soon.
Mm-hmm. I have been playing.
Good.
I have been playing.
It's coming.
Okay. So hopefully it'll come.
No, we don't live in the land of hope, honey. We live in the land of manifestation, and I see it coming, right? And you're doing the one that I know the best,
I
right?
too.
Yeah, not the one that's connected to your son.
The other one came out twice already.
Yeah. All right, good.
Yeah,
the one with the 7 in it,
one.
right?
I've been playing.
Okay, the one with the 7 in it is the one you're supposed to be playing. Is that the one you're playing? Okay, good girl. Go.
Yep.
All right. Let
I'm
me
ready.
know when you hit.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
Keep me posted. Bye for now.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Yes, indeed, Sarah Spiritual can tell you what lottery numbers are coming. You just got to call and ask her because we do know what numbers are coming in the Pick 3, the Pick 4. We can kind of feel them, see them, particularly Pick 3. So that's always been a fun little game of mine to play with the Pick 3, and kind of stepped away from all of that for a little while, but I kind of feel the feeling that it's in the energy. And when I was just connecting with Denise, I was seeing numbers. So I there it is. It's interesting. Earlier today, I was remembering how sometimes when I would leave the radio show, when we used to be in a different location here for the True Oldies station, and we would have our show from 5 to 8, and we would end at 8, and I would leave, and then I would go pop and play a number before I come home. And then sometimes by the time I got home, I'd be like, I won. Right. So you got to go with the flow. You got to be in the energy of abundance and keep it moving. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go to our friends on Facebook. So if we have questions, put them in the feed. We will get to you and our friends in YouTube. Then we'll be back on our phone lines here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We've got people all across the nation. We've got Louisiana, we've got Long Island, and we've got north here in Florida, the northern part of Florida. So stay with us, everybody. We're going to rock around the nation and see what questions we have for us when we come back right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Stay with us.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, indeed. Everything comes when the stars align. And we're so glad to have you joining us here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation at 866-972-7247. Let's check. Do we have any question on Facebook that we wanted to pull up? We'll see if we have a question on Facebook or on YouTube just to connect. I know Denise had a question in Facebook, and we did answer that live on air because she did call in. Let's see if we have anybody else who has a question for us on our Facebook feed. We'll give them a minute to pop that up. And those of you who are local, come into the Expedito Center tomorrow. Get ready for our full moon special. We've got a beautiful full moon candle collection that will help you align yourself with the full moon. And if you are around in the evening, stop by the Expedito Center and be a part of our full moon ceremony. This is where we're going to release and let go of anything that no longer serves us and transition through the sounds of singing bowls and do some healing. And then we will also be having that online. So visit sarahspiritual.com. And let's see here. We've got Diana Hayes on the line, and on my Facebook feed, sorry. And so she says, "Hi, Sarah. My mother ended up in the hospital last weekend, yet results show nothing. Crazy part is that she doesn't feel the same to herself and others. What could that episode have been?" Well, Diana, I'm not a doctor, but I do feel like there's almost something that might have happened that, and again, I'm not a doctor, but it's just what I feel from spirit is I'm just kind of feeling like it must be something almost rooted in something, nervousness or neurological energy, or something that's really kind of taking her out of rhythm of herself. Very interesting here to take a look at this. When I look at your mom's energy, where I see her, the one thing I know is that this year is a year that she does have some health issues, some challenges here. I do feel that they can get her back on the mend, but we really want to find out if maybe she had, again, not a doctor, but some very, very minor little stroke or something that they're not really picking up on. So look into that, and I do hope to see you, and we can talk about this in the future. But keep us posted on your mom. We'll send the angels, Archangel Raphael, to bring healing, Diana Hayes, to your mom. And we trust that she'll be back in the swing of things and back to her regular self. I just feel like, yes, you're saying she's not acting like herself. And I actually feel like she's out of rhythm, and something in the rhythm of her body and the rhythm of her being is misaligned. And I kind of put it in something that might have to do with something like a stroke or something neurological. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. And again, I'm not a doctor, just see what Spirit shows me. If we have another one on Facebook and YouTube, I will gladly take that before we go back to our phone lines at 866-972-7247. Let's see, we have Ann Swantek, and she says, "Hey, anything God, Jesus wants me to know, praying to them," and she gives us her birthday. You know, Ann, one thing I know is that we are always rewarded when we pray. And what I hear from the energy of God is be still and know that God is God, right? Be in the stillness and the connection and the divinity, and know that you'll be led to do the next exact perfect thing for you. I feel like you're going through some changes here and kind of coming into a better direction for yourself and kind of finding your purpose and your meaning of life. And I feel like God's going to be talking to your heart and revealing something to you that is going to open up your heart space and lead you into the right direction. Thank you so much, Anne, for your Facebook question. I want to go back to our phone lines at 866-972-7247. And we've got calls all over, but before I go to this one, I got to go to Melbourne, got to talk to Diane, and then from Diane, I got to go to Long Island. I got to get around. But Diane in Melbourne, how are you tonight? Are you with us,
How are you?
Diane?
I missed you last week.
Oh, you missed me, yes.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, yes. Good to have you with us, Diane. Thank you so much for your call and your time of movement within yourself. I really feel like you're getting ready to kind of make some changes for yourself. What is your question for me, Diane?
Do you see anything in my near future as far as moving, finding a place to live?
Yeah, it is time for, I'm actually writing here movement here for you. So I do feel like there's a move that's meant to come for you. And I feel like it's kind of a little bit long overdue. I feel like you're in a vicious cycle right now where you are. Is that correct? We feel like we're in a cycle. Everything's going round and round. Is that true?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Diane, before the end of the year, I think there's a possibility for you to move. I feel the movement, time's a little difficult to measure. And are you looking to get out of that immediate area that you're in, please? Because I feel like there's a different area for you as well.
Yeah, I'm open for different areas, but I just want to get out of the situation that I'm in right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a vicious cycle, right? Kind of difficult. But, you know, I feel like you can find your way out. Yeah, the word they give me is trapped, stuck, and almost like isolated. You're isolated where you are, and so you don't have any power at this moment. Or so that's how it's perceived, and it's how you feel. But that's only the game of manipulation and control that's going on around you. But do not think that you cannot get out. I feel like there's a person who's going to know a person.
Exactly how I feel.
There's a person who knows a person, and the person's going to help you come up with a place to go to, as a spot to land, and then from where you land, they're going to take you to another place. So I feel like there's a progression out of where you are. So you just be ready to go on the move, okay? Get your stuff ready, and when you're ready, you're going to move. And it may be because somebody helps you and takes you, says, here, come stay over here for a little bit, and then we're going to get you over here. So you just don't have a vision of it's got to be this way. If God opens the door and somebody's like, let's go, you go. Because you're not safe where you are. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So we go when we need to go.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome, Diane. Thank you so much for listening, and keep us posted on your progress. Diane, can I ask you one question before you hang up, please?
Sure.
They're talking is there a dog connected to you, or a dog that passed that's connected to you? I keep seeing a dog around you.
Yes. I had a dog that I think about her every day, but she's been gone for like 5 years now.
Okay.
But I think about her every day.
Well, I want you to know the dog's with you. Okay. So if the dog was with you, the dog would be like, let's go. Okay. So your dog is going to, I know it's a dog and it's in the Rainbow Bridge. I understand that, everyone. But when there's an unconditional love from an animal, that love from your dog is going to be the force that's going to move you out of where you are and help assist you in this next step for you. So you keep talking to your dog as you think about your dog. Your dog is right there with you like the loyal companion that your dog always was.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. I was actually just asking her yesterday for some guidance.
All right. Well, she's with you.
It's weird
All right.
that you
Thank
said
you.
that. All right.
Thank you
very
so
much.
You're welcome. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. And from Melbourne, I gotta go to Long Island, because I know Long Island. I gotta talk to Sean. Sean, how are you tonight? Are you with us, Sean? Hello? Do we have you, Sean?
Pick my...
Sean, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show, Sean. How are you? Good to have you
I'm
here,
doing okay.
Sean.
Yourself?
Good, Sean. And how did you hear about the show?
Thank you. A friend of mine, Stacy, always talked about you. She's from Florida.
All right, great. Well, we
Stacy
appreciate that.
Papenberger, her name was.
Oh, yes. I know Stacy very well. Yes, very, very well, Sean. Good to have you joining us here.
Yeah.
And when I look at the energy, you too, it makes me feel like 2025 into 2026 has really been an adjustment time for you. I feel like it hasn't been the easiest of times for you. Is that true, Sean?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. And they make me feel like your heart is heavy. Is that also true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they also make me feel as if you're feeling very stuck, almost like life isn't supposed to be this way, the way it is now. And you're feeling as if you wish it was different. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, Sean, you did everything you could, and you've always been a very caring person. You understand this, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
life's
I
been
want
rough for me.
I know it has. And, you no sooner clean up one mess and go through one thing, something else happens, right? But you need to understand all that you've overcome. And I need to go back, Sean, and we're going to go back to when you were 8 years old. And my guides tell me that when you were 8 years old, there were a lot of hoops to jump through, a lot of people to please. And I feel like it was always like you were darned if you did and darned if you didn't. So it was a little tough. Although there was love there, I just feel sometimes you didn't always feel like you were seen or heard and good enough in the family environment. Is that true, Sean?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
I
a
was
woman.
born differently. I was born. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were born how?
I was born severely flat-footed. I come from a family of sports.
Ah,
And,
yes.
You know, my father would always.
Are you still there, Sean? Yeah, I'm not sure if we still have Sean here. Sean, are you there? All right. We definitely have a storm coming through here in South Florida, so I don't know if we are losing Sean. If we can get Sean back on the line, because I was starting to feel this female energy connected to Sean, so we want to bring that through for him if possible here. And we thank Sean for the confirmation that things were not easy for him and he was on the outside looking in. We're all going to hold that thought. We're going to end this call, pray that we can get Sean back on the line. I know I got a lot to say to him before the show ends. It's a big time of transition for Sean. And from there, we are going to go from Long Island. We need to go to Brooke in Louisiana. Brooke, how are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for your call and calling in to be a part of the show. We greatly appreciate your listening. How are you tonight, Brooke? Are you there, Brooke? All right. You know what we're going to do? Let's take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back. Maybe the storm rolling through might have shook up our phone lines. I'm not sure. But let's take a look and see what's happening here as we have our thunderstorms rolling through in sunny South Florida that's not feeling so sunny these days. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings.
Please enter conference
Sarah
ID
specializes
and then
in
press
love,
pound.
relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation.
And we're welcoming your phone calls at 866-972-7247. So we were having a conversation with Sean, and then I don't know if the storm just kicked something out, but we're going to see if we got Sean back on the line. Sean, are you here, please?
Yes.
Great. So you were
Can you
sharing
hear?
with us, I hear you perfectly. You were sharing with us that, yes, you did feel like a little bit of an outsider because family was very sports orientated and you had that flat foot happening thing. And so that didn't really play well for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sean, one of the things that I feel is that you've always compared yourself to others or felt less than other people within yourself, which, you have a beautiful energy and a beautiful personality. And so you have to be gracious with yourself. And I feel like sometimes you're too hard on yourself, too harsh. Is that correct?
Yes.
And when I was when I lost you, I was just about to go pop on up onto the spirit realm and make some conversation here. And there's a woman who stands above you in the female side of the family here, very maternal energy. Did mom pass, please, Sean? Because I have a woman who appears as if she's a mother. She's not your mother. She's in this powerful energy. Then she would most likely be your mom's mom. But I feel like a maternal sense.
Exactly.
Did mom pass? Yes?
Yes. My mother, my grandmother.
Your grandmother. And your grandmother was like a very strong force in the family, and I feel like she gave a lot of love and she made sure that you were seen and heard. Is that correct, please?
Yes, that was my father's mother.
Your father's mother. Okay, great. So I have a woman here who stands above you, and she's here to nurture you and connect with you, and know that she hears you when you are feeling frustrated. I feel like everything you go to do, you hit a roadblock, a stumbling block, and it becomes difficult for you. Is that also true?
Yes, yes.
And when I go to the other side, on this side with your grandmother on dad's side, I also see a man standing there. Is that dad, please? Because I have a man standing in front of your grandmother.
My grandparents.
Oh, both. Okay, so it's your grandfather.
My parents are still alive.
Okay, so it's your grandfather. And they were two very influential people with you. Is that also true? Together, they were like a little power couple, correct?
Yeah. My grandmother had she got remarried. I never met my real grandfather.
Okay, so the man who served as your grandfather, connected directly to your grandmother. And he was somebody who worked hard, and it was important to be successful, and he did his best. Is that correct, please?
Yes. My father. My father tried to be successful in life, and it just tumbled down the line that he couldn't get there.
Okay, yeah, because he had businesses and things, and he failed, and things one thing after another. Is that true, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. Sean, what is your question for us here tonight? How can I best assist you? I know that your heart is heavy and I feel a lot of loss around you. So what is your question?
I was with a girl. I lost her because of my situation going on in my life, with being hurt. I got hurt really bad at work.
Yeah.
And I met a girl. She was cool. But then I said some stupid stuff to her mother on the phone, and her mother just passed away, recently, last Thursday.
Okay.
And I felt bad, And I'm trying to reconnect with her. She is talking to me, but her mother just passed away. She was very close to her mother.
Yes.
I had a connection with this woman. And I pushed her away because my life is not right now.
Yes, but you are in a tough spot, but it is designed to be a little better for you. What is the person that you were talking to? What is her birthday, if you would, please, Sean? What's her birthday?
Oh, it's 71/27. It was the month was April.
Okay,
April
interesting.
30th,
If you
71.
okay,
Or 70,
interesting. If you were sitting,
I'm sorry.
That's all right. If you were sitting here, you would see I already wrote a 4. I already knew she was born in April. She's a very sturdy, grounded, kind of intelligent woman. She's fun. She is very compassionate. And again, here's where you're comparing yourself. Remember, people always say things that maybe shouldn't be said. It happens to the best of us, right? Don't judge you so harshly. I do feel that she does care for you, and she is very connected to you. Right now, her emphasis is on the loss of her mom and mourning her mom. Her mom was like her best friend, her person, and so this is hitting her very hard. So give her space, and if she looks for you and talks to you, great. You can only apologize so many times for just, kind of speaking out of turn and just rattling stuff off. But just give this time. I think in the next few months, you'll see if we can kind of rekindle the connection, all right? I feel that your heart is heavy, and I don't want you to hold on to that loss and mourning. I want you to just think positively, and I want you to follow through on all the things that the doctors want you to do so you can regain your strength and your mobility so that you can feel better. Does this resonate with you, please?
Oh, it sure does. Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
It
Sean.
sure does.
Thank you. Keep me posted. We'd love to hear from you again, and give my best to Stacy. She's really one of the best people you could ever connect with and have guide you. She's a great girl. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she sure is. Thank you.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Bye for now.
Thanks
Bye.
again, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
866-972-7247. So from Long Island, let's see if we can get to Louisiana. I need to talk to Brooke. Brooke, how are you doing here, honey? Good to connect with you. All right, we're going to pop on off of Brooke, and if we don't have Brooke here, we're going to just go to Deerfield Beach. I have Cheryl on the line. Cheryl, how are you tonight? Are you here, Cheryl? Or do we?
Here.
Who is this, Brooke?
Yes, this is Brooke.
All right, Brooke. Well, I didn't hear you answer me when I first called your name, so I'm glad you've been here. Thank you so much for sharing.
Sorry.
What is your question?
Yes. Well, things have been going good, very well right now in life, and I'm ready to see what's going next. I've been having a little bit of trouble with work and everything, and so it's just been a struggle. But you were also totally right about love coming my way, because it did, and I've been very happy for the last 7 months.
Wonderful, wonderful. And, I feel like work, I still don't feel as if you're in quite the right industry or arena. I still feel like we have to fine-tune what type of work we do for you to find your place where you fit in. And I think that that's part of the growth spurt that you're going to go through over these next 2 years. So be open for change should something come. I do feel that the people you work with, for the most part, are okay, but there's one person who seems a little difficult, and I think that that's creating a very off-putting kind of energy for you and making you, maybe feel a little like you're second-guessing yourself. But stand in your power, stand in your truth. You've been through so much to get here. Don't let anybody push you off if you're not ready to leave. Does this resonate and make sense to you, my darling?
This definitely does make sense. Absolutely.
Perfect. And we're really glad that the universe saw someone coming and that we have someone that we can feel emotionally safe and comfortable with. And this is a good thing for you, and enjoy the experience. I know that it's going to be a really powerful growth time for you. I feel that this energy is about networking, connecting with people. This is the perfect time to be in a relationship that becomes a really intense connection of partnership, and for the two of you to explore where it goes in baby steps. You both growing and learning about individually yourselves and collectively, connectively, the two of you. So enjoy it one step at a time and have fun with it. And don't worry what the future holds. It will unfold for the two of you when it's ready. All right?
All right. Absolutely. Thanks.
All right, Brooke. Thank you so much. And we're glad we were able to connect with you, even though the phone lines got a little screwy with our storm flying through. But good to have you here. And we look forward to hearing more positive news when we speak again. Bye for now.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Well, everyone, I guess I have to say bye for now to all of you because we're winding down this show. So we'd love to see you here at the Expedito Center tomorrow night for our full moon ceremony or join us online at sarahspiritual.com. If you'd like to have your own personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual, it doesn't matter where you are, we can connect via Zoom, via FaceTime, via WhatsApp, or pop on to the center at Expedito Enlightenment Center, and that's where I am almost every single day doing personal sessions with individuals. All you need to do is call the center. Check out my website, check out all the offerings that we have of different types of sessions, and remember, get ready for this full moon. We're offering a very special collection for the full moon. It includes a spray, an oil, a petition paper. It also includes a candle and a spiritual cleanse, a little bath, a little pick-me-up for your bubble bath to clear your energy and release, so that in this lunar eclipse we burn away the things that no longer serve us and get ready for the close of 2026. I can't believe we're going to start talking about that, but this is the final eclipse of the year, and this full moon is going to be a powerful one. So we appreciate you all for listening, and know that we are with you always, and we look forward to seeing you on Facebook and YouTube. Follow my Instagram page. For now, we bid you good night, farewell, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
There's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Love may hold the answer we are looking for. Love may open up another door of light.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah